In that surgery. I spent the next 2.5 years, I had 10 reconstructive surgeries trying to save my leg, and kind of got to a place where I had to make a decision. Do I want to live the rest of my life in pain, addicted to pain medication, and not be able to do anything? Or do I make the decision to electively have my leg amputated, get a prosthesis, and move on with my life? So at 19 years old, I was faced with probably one of the hardest decisions anybody would ever be faced with, and by the grace of God, I was able to make that decision, and it really ended up becoming an easy decision. 6 weeks and a day after the amputation, I walked pain-free for the first time, and 3 months after the amputation, I began running again, and I never looked back. Yeah, it was kind of a joking moment, really. I remember getting into the room, my parents came in, and my mom sat down at the end of the bed where my leg or foot should have been, where they just removed it, and she sat down, and I jumped up real quick. I was like, "Oh, Mom!" And she jumped out of the bed and was like, "What?" I was like, "You just sat on my foot." And everybody started laughing. It was kind of my way to just lighten up the mood a little bit. So I was very comfortable with the decision as soon as it was made. I wake up and I see that the leg wasn't there. There was no fear. I had such a peace in it. I can't even explain. And I know that was from the Lord, and I know that I made the right decision in making the choice to have the amputation. Probably the coolest experience was when I took that first step. 6 weeks and a day later, and it was pain-free. It was the first pain-free step I'd taken in 4.5 years, and that was when I knew that I was going to be okay.
That's fantastic.